What's next? These are early lady slippers. That's what they look like when they're just starting to grow. It's probably a couple weeks old, but I've never seen so many in one spot. It's like 5 or 6 plants in one spot. And here's a single one which I'm more used to. But they're lady slippers. Usually they're pink. They're also called, I think, moccasin flowers or something. I've always wanted to find a yellow one. I guess the yellow ones are very, very rare. The pink ones are relatively common, but either way, they're an orchid and they don't grow very well for normal people. So they have to grow in nature. They like to grow in nature. They don't like to grow in your house. They like to grow on your land. Although my grandfather did have some that he grew on his land, but I don't think he grew them. I think they just popped up one day to grow in the pine leaves or up in the pine needles. I think they did them by themselves. I don't think he did it. He was proud of himself, but I don't think he did it. I know others have tried to transplant them. I don't really even want to bother because I can barely grow the plants I want to grow other than, some minor ornamental. Personally, I'd love to be able to successfully grow squash, cucumbers. I can grow tomatoes, but I don't like tomatoes. I don't eat tomatoes. Although peppers are on that line too. I should try to grow some peppers and some tomatoes, and just to say I had them. That's what I'll do tonight. I'll make some plants to plant some cucumber seeds, some pumpkin seeds, some tomato seeds. That's my plan. Fun idea. Okay, this is the entrance to Perkin's farm, but I've got more to walk. And someday I'm going to basically create a walking tour of Perkin's farm, a good one. And I've created them before, but they're not as great. I mean, the one in the snowstorm was pretty fun, but I want to create a good one where I go over and discuss each of the signposts. But that would mean I had to know what each of them mean. And that's a goal. I can create a video in the future of walking Perkin's farm and discussing each of the signposts. I could probably have a lot of videos with that. There's another thing I like about Perkin's farm. Have these spruce trees. I love spruce trees. I love spruce trees because they're fun. There's an indentation. I don't like that. I wonder if people are... I don't know. Not my business. People want to hunt. Want to camp in Perkin's farm. As long as they're out of the way and no one bothering nobody, I don't really care what they do. That right there in the tree is a nuthatcher. It's gonna eat the bugs. There you go. That's what we'll do. I'll walk around and discuss all the animals I run into. And hopefully not run into the fisher cat, the fisher, which doesn't fish. It's not a cat, but the weasel on steroids thing. That thing I don't want to meet, along with a raccoon or a skunk. I would love to meet an opossum. Preferably a female with babies, because That would be such a cute picture of a female possum with carrying her babies. What a cute picture that would make. Although I personally love possums, even though they look like alligators crossed with a house cat crossed with a rat. I like possums. Never had a problem with a possum. I even had one I rehabbed when I was a kid, which is probably one of the stellar parts of my life that I remember fondly. I mean, having cats and dogs is always fun. Having snakes and lizards and turtles, fun. But having a possum, like the best of all worlds. It's like one step between reptiles and mammals. It's like a perfect combination. I guess life is about finding your own personal goals and achieving them. And when you don't achieve them, change the rules. Just find ways of accomplishing your life's path. Either way, it's good to get out in nature once in a while and walk and just see things. For me, it's a multiple part of the day. But for others, they should at least make it a couple times a week. Just walking in nature just really helps put your life in perfect alignment. It's good to be in alignment. What's next?